So the fifth ray, the flame of healing and manifestation. So Master Hilarion, so the main God qualities of the fifth flame of healing, which is the third eye, and it's green. So third eye green. Corresponding stones are emerald, jade, chrysoprase, and ruby zoyte. Zoyzite. Zozite. Zozyite. The main God qualities and actions of the fifth ray is healing at levels. Healing at all levels, truth, consistency, creation through manifestation, God's abundance through the Immaculate Heart of Mary. The Kohan of the fifth ray is Master Hilarion. His retreat is in the Temple of Truth in Crete, Greece. Archangel of the fifth ray and divine complement is Raphael and Mother Mary. Their retreat is the Temple of Healing in Fatima, Portugal. The Elohim of the fifth ray with divine complement is Cyclopea and Virginia. Their retreat is in Altain Range in China, Altain, Altain Range, China. About Master Hilarion. A true master of the healing arts, Master Hilarion comes from a wonderful energy and embodies pure unconditional love. He is ever ready to assist us in our growth and goal to returning from whence we came. One of his primary focuses is that of healing, reaching out to all who desire his assistance. His healing is all-encompassing and includes the healing of the physical body as well as healing of emotions, the mind, and the spirit. He is also a teacher of truth and science. Hilarion and his brotherhood are self-appointed guardians of these blessed children of the earth who have devoted their lives to further the cause of science, the secrets of nature, and alchemy of the fifth ray. Embodiment of Master Hilarion. Hilarion was a high priest in the Temple of Truth on Atlantis, and he transported the flame of truth to Greece a short time before the sinking of the continent. He focused the truth he established to become the focal point of the Oracle of Delphi, a place where the high initiates of that temple acted as messengers of God under the sponsorship of Pallas Athena for hundreds of years. Next one. Hilarion was embodied as Saul of Tarsus, who later became the Apostle Paul in the time of the ministry of Jesus. He is known for his spiritual encounters with Christ in that embodiment. Next one. As Saint Hilarion, 290 to 371 AD, he was the founder of monasticism in Palestine. He spent 20 years in the desert in preparation for his mission before he performed his first miracle. Crowds would gather to be healed from disease and unknown spirits. His life was filled with miracles of healing for everyone who came to see him, and he made his ascension in that life. His gift of healings were very much those of an adept. He built the reputation of a truly great healer, able to bring souls to the spiritual resolution and understanding their problems. He was also able to heal with a touch of his hand or to command, "Be thou made whole." He walked in the shadow of his I am presence. Being humble before God and his fellow man, he gave God the glory for the miracles of healing performed through him. At the conclusion of his work and wondrous life, Master Hilarion finally made his ascension in 371 AD. And that's why I'm like, I don't do anything. It's the universe, the creator, it's my higher self. Whatever it is that does the healing, that does all these things, I'm just a person. I'm just Joe. I don't claim to be anything. Yeah, I don't know what's blipping you out, Sue, but sometimes our internet goes out a bit. We're in the mountains, so it blips in and out. And It's on the Instagram.
Oh.
So we'll just not worry about it. I won. That's cool. If you chose green today, then use green. Maybe that's the color you need for the day. Like I say, I'm just doing it because in here it says these colors, and we're reading and we're connecting with these beings and stuff like that, and we're trying to use this and learn about it. In the etheric realm, so the temple of truth. In the etheric realm over the beautiful island of Crete, surrounded by blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea, you'll find a temple of truth, focus of Master Hilarion, Kohan of the Fifth Ray, the Brotherhood of Truth, who serves with him in his particular branch of spiritual hierarchy. The temple is very much like a Grecian temple with many graceful carved columns of large proportions. It looks like the beautiful Parthenon erected so long ago to the beloved Pallas Athena, the goddess of truth, who is the cosmic patron of this brotherhood. The brothers wear white robes. Within this retreat exists one of the most ancient schoolrooms of the planet dedicated to the training of students and disciples in the magnetizing of universal energies. They also teach students scientific and mathematical precision by which suns, planets, and individual atoms are created and sustained. And this is where I say when you want to go places, ask to go to these temples to learn. Don't just ask to travel anywhere and do things. Like I say, ask to literally go. There are beings that will help and teach you things. This brotherhood is appointed as the guardian presence of those on earth who devote their lives to furthering the cause of science in the treatment of disease and imbalance, whatever form they take. If invited and welcome, they also assist doctors, nurses, and missionaries with their work. And this is where a lot of people they plug into this and they get all of this stuff they don't know, and these beings do all kinds of stuff for them. The Temple of Truth plays a host of great spiritual teachers for many ages who left their imprint of love and service upon the earth. This is the temple where the full momentum of truth from the heart of God is focused on earth for distribution worldwide. Those who earnestly desire to know and understand truth become the students of the Brotherhood at Crete. In that retreat, a great audience chamber has become a palace where the Master Jesus, along with the ascended representatives of former great religions, which have blessed mankind throughout the ages, are given the opportunity to teach many souls. And that's where there's lots of kinds of things you can learn. And you have to be open and believe in it all. You got to choose it. They teach those who either no longer believe in God as such or through disillusionment and bitter experiences with incompetent religious teachers in whom they have had placed their trust, have experienced deception and betrayal. These have lost their faith and conviction in God and the supreme intelligence that governs the universe. Jesus endeavors in that retreat to present these souls with the knowledge of the universal truth, to restore their faith, hope, trust, and belief in their own divinity and the divinity of the Father, Mother, God. That's why I always say, ask, do these things, go to these places, allow yourself to grow. Hey, Rachel Williams. About healing. Nearly all health problems, no matter what form they take or whatever name they have been given by medical establishments, are caused by lack of harmony, imbalance, unresolved issues, past and present, In the emotional body, in order to heal a body, you must first heal the deep-seated feelings that cause the disturbance. When harmony in that emotion body is restored, the body will align easily and the healing you seek will become permanent. When you wish to heal yourself or assist others, it is important that you first connect with your own I am presence and your higher mental body and the I am presence of the person you wish to assist. Express love and gratitude for your and their existence and the lesson life experience is teaching you both. Then call upon the law of forgiveness for any transgressions of the law of love and for the neglect that has been displayed towards your divine essence. Commune deeply with your divine source and governance of your life stream that is always waiting for your recognition to assist you. Speak to it as you would to your very close friend. Pour your love into all your bodies and thank your body element for its assistance. Call on the law of forgiveness for whatever has been the cause and core of your inharmony, and call on the transmutation power of the violet flame with great love, intensity, and gratitude. For healing assistance, visualize the luminous presence of Jesus, Sananda, Master Hilarion, Mother Mary, and other ascended masters, blazing white light, or colors required in your auric field. And that's why color is really important. And I say that all the time. And once you start understanding colors and you do things correctly, you can heal and change all kinds of stuff. For energy, use the color blue. For love, comfort, use pink. For peace, use gold and pink. For illumination, use yellow. And for healing, use emerald green. So that's why maybe you needed to wear green today. Emerald green for healing. Pink or violet. So those are the three colors if you're looking for healing is emerald green, pink, or violet. Although the main colors for healing is green, all colors and all flames have wondrous healing properties. And that's why some people, when you look at their auras, they're green. Like sometimes I look at Cindy and her arm is glowing green. And like I think she's an earth healer. And sometimes I'll look at other people and I'll see different colors. And I go, oh, okay. It gives me answers to things when I see that. And everybody has colors. The four lady masters govern the healing activities on earth. They are Mary, the mother of Jesus / Sananda, Nada, the beloved twin flame of Jesus / Sananda, Metta, Meta, the daughter of Sanata Kumara, and Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. So those you can call on them, but you can use these colors if you really, really understand. And disease is just disharmony. It's like people, they get cancer because of whatever fears and thoughts and things. So next, the body element. And this is where, when I'm on break, I'm going to find that one Barbara Brennan book, and it shows the 7 bodies. And I'll show you what it looks like, each one of them. And we have all of this. Like I say, we're many things. When you go into an auric field, there's billions of things. And like I say, we are like switching TV channels. Like you can have a TV that you can have 100 channels and we switch in and out of it. And you can have horror movies and you can have, spiritual things and you can have this and you can have that. And there's a lot of bodies, but your chakras are also connected with a lot of things. And you got to understand all of these things, and you can't just keep forcing and pounding on them. You have to learn how to work with them so you can do things right. And then people will be brought to you. And you have to hold that space. And you got to realize there's something higher doing the healing. You got to stop thinking you're doing it. And people get into this whatever, and they get into all kinds of silly, crazy beliefs. And later, when all this energy comes in you and you become like Jesus, Buddha, and all these bastards, then you can do all of this. But while you're in the human body and you're in this lower 3D, there's other things around that are doing this, working through you. That's where I know a lot of spirits work through me. And I've always been this way. I choose to work with them. I choose to work with the universe and every other thing. And yeah, Alan, you can call cancer BS because, like I say, there is something when you understand it. And all of them can be healed. People are just made afraid of them. And if you understand what is causing it and how it's caused, then you can correct it. You can use the right things to put your body back in balance. And if you hate that, then you're going to attract it. You're going to create that for yourself. Anything you hate, you will attract and you will become it. That's where you got to be really careful in the way you think and talk and say things because it's a lesson you're going to learn. That's cool, Alan. Holding space, like when I hold space for people, I don't go there to push them around or tell them what to do. I don't know what's going to go on. When I do clearings for people, I just wait till everything starts coming in and then I just do what I'm asked to. And sometimes people come to me with a certain belief or thought towards something and they're like, I want to heal this, I want to do this and that. And when I go into the energy, the universe is like, no, this is what you're doing. And they're like, asking me, oh, is my mother around me? Oh, is this and that around me? I'm like, I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on what I'm supposed to do. And I'm doing that, bringing through the energy till you're ready to receive it. Your angels, your higher self, your God self knows, and then that brings it in, and then it transforms and does everything. And this is where people got to get out of their minds and out of all kinds of things and stop distorting things. So you got to understand all these different bodies, and when the energy is out, it's going to do something. The body element. Everyone in human form has at its service a body elemental. So there's a being that works with you. So body elemental of great intelligence which emanates and controls the mechanisms of the physical body. From time to time it becomes antagonistic towards the form it is assigned to when there is abuse and no love for the body or gratitude toward the body elemental for the dedicate for the dedicated and faithful service it renders. So there's this is where I say there's a lot of spirits around us we never acknowledge, we never thank, and they're always taking care of us, they're always helping us, and they work really, really hard. But when you don't love yourself and you hate yourself, you create all kinds of sicknesses. And they're saying this body elemental will get angry at you, and like I say, it'll cause disruption. From time to time, it becomes antagonistic towards the form it is assigned to when there is abuse and no love for the body or gratitude towards the body elemental for the dedicated and faithful service it renders. The body elemental is often required to serve the energy of the same life stream from the time of the first embodiment upon a planet Earth until the soul attains ascension. So it's trying to help you. And sometimes it comes in to do things, but then you reject it. You want to go into anger, you want to go into being all kinds of whatever. And like I said, when I used to drink and stuff like that, I used to do that. I used to have a lot of hatred and no love for myself. The body elemental has often been compelled by the lords of karma to activate and maintain the physical body it has been assigned to each time the soul takes a new incarnation. It is the body elemental that assists the beating of your heart activates your nervous system, and takes care of the proper functions of the organs of all your systems. It can be uh, uh, reprimanded when any portion of the physical body ceases to function properly. The truth is that because of the misuse of free will and the lack of mastery and love over the uncontrolled emotional, mental, etheric, and physical body of the soul, these energies create chaos in the physical body. That's where you can create cancer and all kinds of stuff. And you got to understand this. The body elemental is then forced to work very hard to repair such repetitive damage without ever receiving recognition or gratitude from the soul it serves so faithfully. The same as you like to receive recognition and gratitude for services that you render to other human beings, it is important that you acknowledge your body elemental daily, sending it waves of love, golden light, and endless gratitude. This attitude creates affinity between you, the body elemental, that your physical form, for more than harmony and better health. The hierarchy of the body elementals are the Elohim, Hercules, and Amazonia of the first ray of God's will. Your body elemental is approximately 3 to 4 feet tall and takes on your look with the perfection and imperfections you have created. It often dresses like you. It often stands on your shoulder. And those who are able to see elementals often see the body elemental of each person. Your body element is longing to outpicture divine perfection in your body again. So it wants you to be healthy. Before the fall in consciousness, the body elemental of each human did not know imperfection and was trained to maintain your body in perfect health, beauty, and elegance. With the misuse of free will and the creation of karma, the body elemental was forced to integrate into the physical body the energies of the karmic debts you have incurred for lack of love, self-hatred, violence, negligent of thoughts, actions of feelings. We ask you, beloved, to express much gratitude, deep love, and compassion for your body elemental. Your body elemental will also make its ascension with you and truly desires to assist you fully in this process. This means it will graduate to a higher level of surface, which all body elementals desire for their evolution. So think about that. Because if you really have hatred towards yourself, then like I say, you have to understand this thing around you is trying everything to help you. It's trying to heal you and love you and everything, but you don't acknowledge it. And if you have any kind of dislike for yourself, it's trying to help, but if you're not willing to, it will turn on you. And these beings, these higher beings, the Elohim, Hercules, and Amazonia are working, trying to help with all of this. So you have to understand that if it turns on you, then because you're not trying to grow and heal and change. Hey, Miranda. So transmissions from the beloved Hilarion Master of Healing, Truth, and Science. It is with much joy and eagerness that I bring the blessings and love of the Temple of Truth to all those who will connect with the study of this material. The Brotherhood of Crete also joins me to amplify the energies and thought forms being created as you read and open your heart to receive truths contained and expressed herein. Perceive them as opportunities for transformation and tools of enlightenment. Thank you, Ariella, for giving me the opportunity to express myself in your writings. We have been observing humanity for a long time, and now we observe carefully how our teachings are received by each one coming in contact with them, and what each of you do with these pearls of wisdom and knowledge. So much teaching has been given to humanity in the past in various forms and through various channels, and so little has been fully understood, used, and integrated. Many are very interested in the next teachings or the next transmissions of light offered, and so on. Some of you read one book after the other, but your consciousness does not attain the level of spiritual learning it was meant to arouse within you. As soon as you receive one or several of these pearls, you feel temporarily exalted, but you quickly put it aside and attend to the next occupation or read the next book. You more often than not forget the wisdom that has come your way within less than an hour or a day. This is where you got to contemplate, meditate, and focus on these things. I do that all the time. I think about stuff really deeply. For many, but not all, you go on about your life without ever allowing your consciousness to stay still or contemplate long enough what you have just read or heard to integrate the full blessings and transformation of consciousness that any true teachings of light is meant to create. In fact, any true teachings that you receive or read about, if received lightly and not contemplated from the perspective of the heart, and not allowed to literally create the miracle of love it is meant to generate within you, becomes cluttered in your mind instead of a blessing. For example, if you read this material only once for curiosity's sake, without absorbing and integrating the pearls of truth and wisdom it contains to advance in the evolution of your consciousness, you will not gain from your investment the deep impact of the gifts presented to you. Our teachings are not comic books, dear ones. They are not meant to simply entertain you for the moment. The teachings of the Ascended Masters contain cosmic truths meant to pull you out of the spiritual slumber you have been in for thousands of years. They are meant to assist you in the restoration of the consciousness of your divinity and the restoration of all the spiritual gifts lying dormant within the deep recesses of your heart, which you have allowed to dwindle to almost nothing. They are meant to assist you to forge enough spiritual mastery to make you ascended beings able to join the ranks of the immortals with all the benefits that come with it. They are meant to assist you to reach all the goals of your incarnation. As Saint Hilarion, I did not have much human education. I did not receive any direct teachings of truth from my guides and masters as you have been so privileged to receive in the last century, particularly in the last 2 decades. In such abundance, a great part of my life was spent as a hermit in the desert, seeking daily and moment by moment with an intense, burning desire in my heart to reconnect and externalize the God within, that wondrous flame of love that is the I Am presence, living within the sacred heart of each soul. I invested over 20 years contemplating the qualities of that sacred heart and becoming it before my gifts returned to me. And when they externalized, it was because I had invested much time in contemplating my true nature as a divine being that I had embodied the great momentum of my divine essence. Then the God within allowed me to use my newfound mastery and gifts to heal all those who came to me the rest of that incarnation. And believe me, they came by the thousands. I made my glorious ascension in the light from that lifetime, soon after my transition to the other side of the veil. I chose to leave all worldly pursuits in that light to seek the only one of true value to me, my devotion, my determination, my consistency, and my unwavering faith that I would attain the goal of my incarnation bore the fruits of my quest and change the course of my evolution forever. I was offered my ascension at the conclusion of that life, and sometime after I was offered the privilege of holding the office of the Kohan of the Flame of Healing for the planet. This is the precious message I want to convey to all of you today. that to become the master of light and free yourself from all your human shackles and limitations requires investment in self. This is where you got to sacrifice. He spent 20 years to do this. He didn't have somebody come and blink for him. Once you have found the teachings or the books that give you the inspiration and the tools to make your ascension, you no longer need to shop for more. You need to get busy applying the wisdom from the material and information you already have and forge your mastery with it. Come with us to the retreats during your sleep time. I promise you that you will be received. It will be our great pleasure to teach you and to coach you in the areas you have alignments to make or weaknesses to conquer. We will be happy to become a part of your support team on your evolutionary pathway. We have vast pools of knowledge and truth on various subjects of interest, especially on healing and science, that we would like to share with you. Those who come are most fascinated with the information and wisdom they can acquire by frequenting our retreat. All of the Kohans of the Ray of the Brotherhood of Light work very closely with Adam and the Lemurian Brotherhood of Telos. In fact, at inner levels, they have been guided and helpers of humanity for a long time. Many of us made our ascension. It was the Lemurian Telos who are our closest and most dedicated guides and spiritual mentors. Now we have joined their team and we will work together for the wondrous and noble cause of uplifting humanity into the ascension in the light among the mother in the light along with Mother Earth. Together we are dedicated and determined to manifest and return life on the surface of the planet as it was during the former great golden ages. I am Hilarion Kohan of the Fifth Ray, holding the cup of love and healing to you. Will you accept it? Will you prepare your heart and consciousness diligently and with consistency to discover the God within, the greatness of who you are, and the wonders that are awaiting you? If you apply yourself to attain what we have attained, you are willing to do whatever it will take to make it happen. So that's where I'm like reading all of this, and you get to decide. Do you want to use these colors? Do you want to practice this? Do you want to learn these prayers? Do you want to do these meditations? Do you want to go to these places in your dream time? So I'm going to do the prayer after I come back. This is what the third eye chakra looks like, and the color is green for third eye chakra. And the prayer, the invocation of divine flame of healing, says, Beloved I am presence, beloved angels of the healing flame, beloved Mother Mary and Archangel Raphael, beloved Hilarion and all beings of light serving on the ray of healing. It says, I come now before thy flame to request healing in God's name. I stand with my God presence to be liberated and healed from all physical burdens through thy healing light and love. I also ask to be healed from all etheric scars, because if you look at somebody's auric field, you'll see a lot of scars and rips. Heal from all etheric scars, mental and emotional traumas from this life and past lives. And that's, like I say, it's there if you see and you understand. Flame of healing of purest green, bless my form and make me whole. Pour comfort into my soul and enlightenment for my mind. I am God's perfection manifest in body, mind, and soul. I am God's healing light flowing to make me whole. I am the Master Presence charging all my bodies with love. Beloved God Presence, as I transform my consciousness, let heaven's perfection manifest in my daily life. Send thy ray of healing upon my soul. I am Christ's presence, charging me with thy radiant healing. Light unto I become, and full manifestation of that light. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Okay, I'm going to go into the discourse and I'm going to read that. Somewhere back here will be a meditation. And when I get there, you will get ready or whatever you want to do. If you want to do the meditation, I think there's a meditation here. I'm trying to see. Maybe there isn't. There's a prayer for sure. Yeah, there'll be a prayer in the back. I don't see a meditation with this one. That's interesting. So I'll do the discourse with Adam and Master Hilarion. Adam speaks to us about healing and Lemuria. A profound meditation takes us. It says there is a meditation, so somewhere in here I'll come across it. A profound meditation takes us to the Great Jade Temple of Telos, where we experience this incredible healing and refreshing. Greetings, my friend. This is Adam of Telos. Wherever we are invited for contact and to give our teachings, it is always the moment of joy and fulfillment for us. Today we would like to discuss a new approach to healing and bring to you an awareness of a wonderful healing temple that we have in Telos, the Great Jade Temple. The access to this awesome temple has been closed to surface dwellers since the demise of our continent. Recently, however, the doors of this great healing temple have been reopened to all who wish to visit. You are invited to come here in your etheric body to recharge, to purify, and to learn about healing with new levels of understanding. This new dispensation is indeed a privilege that all of you on the surface can take advantage of during this time of the great change and healing of humanity for this planet. The Great Jade Temple was physical in the time of Lemuria, and its main focus has been healing in the true sense of the word. This temple was first erected in the time of Lemuria, and for hundreds of thousands of years, its energy blessed the lives of people. Inside the temple burned the immortal, unfed flame of healing for the planet. The immortal flame was nurtured by the angelic kingdom, by the Holy Spirit, and also by the love of the people of Lemuria. The energy of this temple held the balance of true healing for the planet itself, for her inhabitants, and for the Earth Mother. When we realized that our continent was in danger and would eventually be destroyed, we also knew that this majestic temple would be lost in the physical expression. We endeavored to build its physical replica in Telos. Although the replica is smaller than the original flame, all the records of the energies of the immortal flame of healing since that time of its creation were transferred to Telos for safekeeping. It is still gathering momentum to this day. This awesome healing energy was never lost to the planet, even with the destruction of our continent. All of its energies and treasures were moved prior to Lemuria's demise. The planning of the building of the replica of this temple and the moving of the energies took place 500 years before Lemuria went down. Many other replicas of important temples were also built in Telos in the same manner. In order to save our culture and as many of our people as possible, we had to plan our strategy 5,000 years ahead of the actual time of the foreseen cataclysm. And this is where you can see things way ahead. It says, healing is greatly needed at this time for all of you. This is why we have opened the doors of the Great Jade Temple to assist humanity now. So when you go to sleep at night, you can ask to go to this Jade Temple. It is our joy to invite you to come here in your etheric body at night to receive a much greater understanding of true healing that one you presently hold. When you come here, we have as guides a great number of our people who are always willing to take you under their wings spiritually to assist you with your healing of the deep traumas and sorrows of the past and present. As you heal your inner pain and traumas, you will also heal the difficult conditions in your lives and your physical bodies. Eternal pains and difficulties are always a mirror of inner pain and fear. They mirror to you what needs to be healed and transformed in your consciousness. We can assign 3 counselors for each of you who come here. They can assist you with whatever is most needed for your return to the wholeness. One counselor focuses with you on your emotional body. Another focuses with you on your mental body. And the third one focuses on the healing of your physical body, all in total harmony and synchronicity. In this way, your healing becomes a more balanced project than if you just focus on one aspect of yourself without understanding and transforming your internal programming. You know, when one aspect of yourself is not in perfect balance, it affects all the other aspects of your being. And it says, and how does one get to the Jade Temple in his or her etheric body? By intention, my friend, what you do need to do is to set your intention to come to this temple in your meditation or before you go to sleep at night. As an example, you may say to your God self or your guides and masters the following prayer. For the Lord God of my being, I request to be taken to the Great Jade Temple in Telos this night. I now ask my guides, masters, and angels to take me there as my body rests from the activities of the day. You may also formulate your own prayer requests. Set your intention that you want to come here for recharging, for purification, for healing, for counseling, or simply to have communion and interactions with us. We know how to take care of you once you get here. Basically, in your higher soul body, you know how to get here yourself. Simply trust that this is happening if you do not have any conscious recollections of your experience. It is not yet meant to be. Your etheric body looks almost identical to your physical body, except it is more perfect. It feels as physical to you as when you are here in the etheric body. This is what you are moving towards in your future. Your transformed body will also feel very physical to you, although it will be relieved of much density and frequencies will be vibrating at a much higher level. And that's where when you get out of your body, it's like things are different. And people, when they get out of their bodies and they go into the astral plane, they become aware of this higher body energy. In the process of transforming your consciousness and your physical body, you're not losing anything. You are integrating higher, more subtle vibrations and higher light. All you will be losing is unwanted density. Your body will become more refined, more beautiful, limitless, immortal, and will feel just as physical as it does now. Except you won't have to experience limitation of any kind. You will travel with the speed of thought, and it is going to be a lot of fun, I promise. What are some requests that one could bring to the temple for healing that are most appropriate? Basically, on the planet, most people have physical problems of some sort and a lot of hidden fears which trigger many challenges in your daily life. You have emotions trapped in your subconscious and unconscious mind that were imprinted on your soul from many past experiences that were not simply painful, but often very traumatic. These experiences were the lessons needed for your evolutionary pathway. Everyone has an accumulation of emotional trauma in their feeling bodies from many thousands of embodiments. What is needed now is resolution for final clearing, healing, and the acquisition of greater wisdom for which these experiences were created. Any experience that was not cleared in a given lifetime keeps replaying the same programming again and again in all subsequent lifetimes until true healing, wisdom, and understanding takes place in the depths of the soul. The sadness, the sorrow, the grief, every emotional trauma, and anything you experience that does not reflect the natural pure joy, bliss, ecstasy of your being indicates what needs healing within yourself. Conscious and conscious and subconscious fears hold you back and need to be cleared in everybody's consciousness. Mental toxins coming from the lifetimes of embracing erroneous belief systems and distorted programmings are now showing themselves in your awareness in one way or the other to be cleared and healed. Be aware and attentive to the promptings of your soul. A person may choose a most important issue for their healing in the moment and bring that issue to the temple for resolution. Our guides will discuss with you the lessons and wisdoms that need to be understood in your consciousness and what steps you need to take to assist your manifestation of permanent and true healing. Your healing can be very much compared to the peeling of a huge onion with hundreds of layers, which you will heal one by one until completion. You then become pure mirror of divinity, and all things will open to you beyond your wildest dreams. Much of this work, but not all, can be done at night while your body sleeps and can be integrated later in your daily life. You don't need to know what every fear and all past experiences are about. All you need to do is consciously release these energies, whatever their names. Our guides can give as much insight for your particular healing need. In turn, you bring back this new wisdom within your subconscious. You are and you start applying it in your waking state. Your meditations with your divine presence will resurrect a greater awareness in your consciousness. Then it says, in your inner work is the most important step you want to take at this time to accelerate your evolution and to open the way for your homecoming. Our counselors at the temple will give you, at a soul level, an expanded view of why you are experiencing certain health problems. They will show you why a certain difficulty persists in your life and how you have created it, whether it is physical, mental, or emotional. With the assistance of our counselors, you will learn to heal yourself in all the pains and distortions imprinted in your soul. Before any complete and permanent physical healing can take place, the emotional cause or distortion in your belief systems have to be addressed and released. There are not band-aid, these are not band-aid solutions, but permanent healing. Know that all physical problems, even if they appear to be accidents, always have their root in the emotional and mental body. Mental stress, mental illness also have their roots in the emotions. The emotional body is the most important area to begin with for your healing. The traumas and the destruction of the continent of Lemuria and Atlantis, when people were separated from their loved ones and their families overnight, had given birth to much fear, sadness, sorrow, despair in the soul of humanity, and have been carried forwards lifetime after lifetime. It is now time to completely heal the past and embrace the brand new paradigm of love, limitlessness, and unprecedented grace for your life and for the planet. In Telos, we are brothers and sisters, close friends of the past who love you all so very much. It is our joy to extend to you all the assistance we are allowed at this time for the purpose of your complete transformation, resurrection, ascension into the realms of love and light. You know your heart is great. You know your heart is the great intelligence of your soul and is one with the mind of God. It holds all memories of all aspects of you since the beginning. It will never mislead you. Your heart is a part of your beingness that you can really learn and know and trust again. You have closed your hearts, beloved ones, because your pain and fear have been so great. Closure has been a form of protection for you in the past. It has served your evolution in wondrous ways that you will come to understand someday. But at this time, it no longer serves you. That's why I say you have to open it. Everybody has. And it's really, really hard to do. Many of you are willing to cling to your old pain and fear simply because it has become fearful for you to open your heart to unconditional love and let go of your old, outmoded, erroneous beliefs. You have a fear that if you open your heart to the life unconditionally, you will be inflicted with more pain. Your old fears and pains have become so familiar to you that you have found a level of security and comfort in them. And that's where people drown their sorrows and everything in booze and drugs and everything else because they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to open up. They don't want to be. And they just keep repeating patterns. Then it says, how do we actually open our hearts and allow our emotional body to begin the healing process? And it says, there is no one recipe for anyone or everyone. Each one is unique and has different issues to heal. Each of you has a different emotional makeup and your own distinct healing process. Basically, you will start the process moving in the right direction through choice, sustained intention, consciousness, and active meditation. This is where you got to learn to meditate the right way instead of all this silliness. Oh, I'm going to get stoned. Oh, I'm going to get high. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm going to bliss out. That's not what it's about. It's not about sitting there for 5 hours saying Om and all kinds of stuff. It's not about that. You can say when you learn to do these things right, it's magical. So, with conscious and active meditation and diligent communication with your higher self each day, ask the parts of you that remain in divine wholeness to reveal to you what needs healing in the now moment, to bring it forth to your conscious awareness. Start signaling your I am presence with serious intention that you want to be whole again, that you want to integrate all parts of yourself in unity and oneness. Submit yourself willingly to whatever process is necessary to receive that healing in full faith, trust, love, and surrender. Be assured that you will receive the full cooperation of your higher self and the whole of the light realm. Your healing process will then begin to take place at every level. Your higher self will draw you to the right books to read, the right people to meet with, the events and opportunities that will come your way. If you open your mind and your heart to your healing with sustained intention and diligence, the process will flow with grace and ease. And this is where I show up in people's lives. Like I don't just show up for nothing. The universe always brings me into people's lives for reasons, but they don't want to let go of their belief systems and their this and their that and whatever they're doing. And they don't want to hear anything I ever say. And I usually close the doors and move on from people like that. And this year is a big one about really shutting these doors and start attracting higher and more people who truly want to be in the fifth dimension, that want to do this work. And I've met some really good people that are on that path already. And I support them and I'll go on supporting them. And I'll do anything to help them. But if you're just playing games and you're praying to say this God and that God, or you're, wanting protection from Kali or Shiva, or you want protections from Archangel Michael, then you're not doing anything. You got to do a lot of work and you got to own up to stuff. And it's really important to figure this out and do it the right way. As you progress in your healing, your energies will come back. Your physical body will start letting go of the pains and traumas of the past, and you will start rejuvenating. You will begin to feel yourself becoming more alive and vibrant. Humanity has been working with 5 to 10% of their full potential as divine beings. The rest of your beings has been there all along in a state of slumber. Wake up and heal yourself, beloved. As you open your hearts and let go of your pain, you'll become increasingly more alive. The joy that you feel will be amplified many times. Your mental faculties will open more, and you will think, oh, well, we are becoming geniuses now, and life is so joyous. Open yourself to grace in every conscious manner and allow yourself to receive those energies in all your bodies on a daily basis. And it says, do we actually ever reach a point where the mirror stops? And it says, yes, my friend. Every time you work these things out within yourself, you go deeper and deeper. And that's what I say, it keeps going deeper, way deeper. And you keep going deeper and deeper. You are peeling layers, and some of them are very deep. Everyone has their own unique type of layer to peel off. But generally speaking, there are many of them to deal with. When they think we when you think you have worked with things out, when think you have worked things out and you start feeling better and you think this is finished, it comes back again to be healed on a deeper level. And this is where I really got stuck in the 3D teachings and practices for a long time. And I got into so many different things, and people said, oh, you didn't heal this. Oh, you didn't heal this. And I just about went insane. And then there were times where I really thought I healed something. And then one day it's back. And I'm like, wow, I thought I healed this. And then I started realizing I had to go deeper. There were deeper things I had to go in and find. And there were times there was things that I missed that I had to go back and re-look at. And sometimes it was a test. Do I still want this? And so there was a lot of things to learn in it all. And this is where you keep doing this. And people, they don't want to. But you don't do it emotionally. You don't sit there and cry and cry and cry, beat yourself and hate yourself. It's not the way to do it. And a lot of people don't know that. And you have to understand, you got to use logic. You got to look at how you're going to fix and change that. How many more times are you going to cry because mom spanked you when you were 5 years old? You can cry till the day you die. It's not going to do anything. Or are you going to go, wow, she spanked me. I got up and I ran. I laughed. I played. I went out. I had fun. Oh, mom threw me in the room and locked me up, and she yelled at me all day. What did you do the day after? You went out, you played, you didn't think about that. So why now, being an adult, traumatize yourself and cry and cry and cry and tell somebody to help you to heal it? Like I say, you got to really put a lot of logic and things in this thing, or it can become very harmful. And you need to understand to change and do all of that. This is why now, in this particular time, the last incarnation for so many, and that's why I say we're cleaning up millions of lifetimes. And it's a lot of work. It's exhausting. A lot of stuff you got to clean up. If you want to be in the fifth dimension, you better do it. Stop running away and avoiding it. Stop trying to find all kinds of excuses and things. And so, this is why now, in this particular time of the last incarnation for many of you, it seems more endless than ever before. In this lifetime, everything comes together not only from 1 or 2 or 6 incarnations, but also from the totality of all of your incarnations on the earth. Every little thing manifests now to be healed. It may seem worse now, but actually it is much less than before. Then it says, does toxicity we encounter in our daily lives impact the speed of our healing process? Well, yes, it adds to the burdens you already have. Let me explain. You have many types of bodies. What you call various subtle bodies, you also have 4 main body systems: the physical vehicle, the emotional body, the mental body, and the etheric body. Each of these have a great number of sub-level bodies as well. At this time, we are only going to discuss the four main bodies that each represents 25% of your totality. They work together. When you suppress one, you suppress the others. When you heal one, you bring the relief to the others as well. When you ingest or inhale toxic chemical substance into your body, be aware that there are certain types of substances that are fairly easy to eliminate from the body, others for which the body has no mechanisms of elimination. The 21st century chemicals and pollutions have been so thoroughly incorporated into your food, water, and air supply that the body has great difficulties eliminating them. The toxin levels within your body continue to build up. When the body was designed, these human-made toxic substances did not exist. They have a tendency to lodge themselves in the cells, and only the right application of homeopathic or vibrational remedies is able to eliminate them. Do what you can to ingest into your body only the purest types of water, purest types of liquids and foods. When you do not feel emotionally balanced, your physical body does not feel well either. You cannot separate any part of yourself without affecting the whole. And we've all done that. People have done diets, people have done this and done that, always trying to separate and do something, and sometimes we do way more harm. And then it says, what I realize is that we can never be whole until we awaken, until we heal each one of those bodies. You cannot become whole if you avoid healing any part of your energetic makeup. The true and permanent healing takes place when you create balance at all levels. These are people who are physically ill. Let's say with cancer, they are going to spend, if they have a lot of money, a fortune in obtaining physical healing by the cut, burn, and poison method of the medical establishment. The emotional aspect which caused the cancer in the first place is never addressed. In fact, much more stress and trauma are added to the already overburdened emotional body. What kind of permanent healing can be expected from such a denial of a basic aspect of the self? Billions of dollars are spent each year in the application of band-aid situations. So many people may experience temporary remissions at times, yes, but what occurs is not a true and permanent healing. Even when short-term relief is experienced, if the soul has not learned the new wisdom from the illness, the true healing has not taken place. If the person ends up dying from a cut, burn, or poison methodology, the healing and the lessons were not learned, and the roots of the problem seated in the emotional body were ignored. Whatever the emotional cause of the cancer is in the first place, if not addressed in one lifetime, it will be repeated again and again in subsequent incarnations until a deeper understanding and wisdoms are reached. That's why I say you got to know this stuff. And once you understand and know it, then you can heal and change it. Your I Am presence requires that you learn all of your lessons of wisdom and truth before you can assess your total spiritual freedom and your return to wholeness. This is why you have had so many incarnations to require the wisdom needed. Angels and many other beings from the light realm working with humanity also come here regularly for purification and recharging. So they go to the Jade Temple to do this. And it's important to go to these places. You have a beautiful day, Miranda. And so this is why, they go there. So all angels and that, they go for recharging. They don't need counseling from us. The Great Jade Temple serves as a mean of decontamination for them. Because the angels working with you, they get really toxic. That's why you got to pray they need to be healed and blessed by God's energy and things. When I say this prayer on Sunday, I'm asking God to bless everything when you're calling in this energy. And there's a lot of other blessed by God's energy and things. When I say this prayer on Sunday, I'm asking God to bless everything when you're calling in this energy. And there's a lot of other times you got to ask them to go to these places to get cleansed, and then they can help you more. But people try to hang on to things, and sometimes you need to allow for change. They don't need any counseling from us. The Great Jade Temple serves as a mean of decontamination for them, a setting in which to and unload the discordant energies picked up from their contact with surface humanity. Your God self, who is omniscient, works at a level of creation. It works very closely with angels and ascended masters, with the star brothers. And in my prayer, I always call in the star brothers, all these beings, and in cooperation with us for your healing. We never permit to perform healing for you without the permission of your God self. And this is why you have to, when I do clearings for people, I say, tell your angels, your guides, your higher self, your oversoul, you want me to help you. And then it will work with me when I do clearings and stuff to help you. And you have to know this, even when you go to higher realms in the universe, you have to acknowledge this, because nothing happens unless you give permission. In all your efforts and steps to heal yourself, you must always include and reconnect with your I am presence and state your intentions for whatever it is you want to accomplish or heal. Sometimes there are people who get angry with the ascended masters or angelic presence because they feel their prayer requests have not been answered according to their expectations. And everybody has expectations. Whenever people come to me, they have expectations, and I'm like, don't do that. They go on denying the very source of their desire, closing their hearts to further assistance. And this is where people have so much knowledge, they're just their own enemies. This kind of attitude, beloved ones, is a common among humanity. Those engaging in such mindsets deprive themselves of such assistance, grace, and blessings for the given incarnation. What you do not realize is that no ascended master or angelic presence can go beyond the pathway of your soul. Your I am knows exactly what you need to learn to accomplish to meet your set goals for this lifetime. Any angel or ascended master will always work in full cooperation with your divine self to assist your greater plan and ultimate destiny. While you're in the third dimension, you are veiled and do not see the full perspective of your incarnation. Your I am is your governor, and your soul represents the sum total of all your experiences. Ascension is a process of unifying all of this into oneness. You become totally whole again. You become the personification of your divine self, the manifestation of fullness of your divine right here on earth. The final stage of ascension is the most wonderful event that could ever happen in anyone's evolution. For so many lifetimes you have worked towards the one goal, and in this lifetime you can achieve it fully. You can become all that you ever wanted to be, because the doors of ascension are now wide open, like never before in millions of years. This is your chance to say yes to this great opportunity and do it. Ascension doors close and open according to various cycles of evolution. We're in this transformation that's really, really big to go into the fifth dimension. So we're going to go through fourth and fifth dimension. And this is where you got to clear everything. Don't fool yourself. If you do not do the work, you cannot go into the fourth and fifth dimension and be in the future. Don't try to bullshit yourself. You can't fool nothing. And I try to teach this to people and they don't listen. For so many lifetimes you have worked towards the one goal, and this lifetime you can achieve it fully. You can become all that you ever wanted to be, because the doors of ascension are wide open like never before in millions of years. This is your chance to say yes to the great opportunity and do it. ascension's doors close and open according to various cycles of evolution. It may be a very long time before they open as wide again. If you want to gain your spiritual freedom in this life and to experience the alchemy of marrying of your soul and your God self through the process of your ascension, there is no better time to do it than now. You must consciously and intentionally choose it and want it more than anything else. You are not going to be forced into it. And this is, like I always say, it's a belief in your choice. And you can tell off a person. When I'm around a person, I can tell if they're full of shit or not really quickly because their energy tells me all kinds of things. Their mind might believe one thing, but what their energetics is telling me is a different thing. Ah, Mish, good to see you here. This is your chance to say yes to the great opportunity and do so. The ascension doors close and open according to various cycles of evolution. It may be a very long time before they open as wide again. If you want to gain your spiritual freedom in this life and experience the alchemy marriage of your soul with your God self through the process of your ascension, there is no better time to do it than now. You must consciously and intentionally choose it, want it more than anything else. You're not going to be forced, and that's why I say nothing will ever force you. Yeah, I'm glad. I like when you show up too, Mish. Really happy you're here. You are offered at this time the greatest of all opportunities. There is only a few years left before the Earth ascension. You will take our hands to learn from us so that we can assist your homecoming. We are already home. You will come and join us. And that's why I say you got to invite them. So here's the meditation. I knew it was here. It's not very long. So whoever wants to meditate, get yourself relaxed however you want. So if you're ready for the meditation, I'll start reading. Journey to the Great Temple, the Great Jade Temple, with Adam and Master Hilarion. The Great Jade Temple is a wondrous and sacred place where beings from all dimensions on this planet and beyond come for healing. Those of the light realm who are directly assisting humanity come to this temple to cleanse and recharge their energies. It is used by galactic beings as well. This famous temple is popular and well visited. It is constructed mainly of the purest concentrations of jade, and the Chinese used jade. They knew this in ancient times. That's why Chinese use jade all the time as good luck. They get all kinds of things made out of jade, and they have it in their homes. And this is where they got this practice, and this goes back way back in time, and the Chinese still use this. I ask now that you center yourself in your heart, sit comfortably and relax, and begin to integrate and receive the healing energies. You are now invited to come with us on a journey in consciousness to Telos, to experience a great jade temple beneath Mount Shasta. You are traveling here in your etheric body. Continue to center your heart and state your intentions to your guides to take you to Telos in consciousness to the portal of the Great Jade Temple, and they will. All your guides are familiar with this place. They know exactly how to take you there. There are many of us there waiting to receive you. Bring your body in a state of relaxation and breathe very deeply as you focus your intention to be taken to the Great Jade Temple. Now see yourself there in your consciousness. See yourself arriving at the portal of this great temple, a four-sided pyramid made of the purest and highest quality jade stone. The head priest, also guardian of the temple, greets you. The floors are tiled with jade and pure gold. Fountains of golden green, luminescent lights shoot their essence to about 30 feet in the air from several areas, creating a very mystical effect. Feel yourself there and look at whatever is shown to you. Feel the air that you are now breathing in the temple, and feel the invigorating energies created by all the fountains of pure healing energy permeating the air everywhere. How refreshing and rejuvenating it is for your whole body. Though you are there in your etheric body, you will be bringing back some of the vibrations to your physical body. This is why it is so important that you breathe in deeply, taking in as much as you can of that healing energies. Flowers of all shapes, shades, and colors, along with large varieties of emerald green plants, are growing in large jade boxes, creating the most magical environment. Gaze upon this unique beauty and feel the sacredness of the surroundings. Allow yourself to feel purity of the energies of this environment. The head priest introduce each of you to a member of your community who will be your specific guide and assist you for your journey here. As you enter the temple with your guide, you see a very large stone made of pure jade, oval shape, about 10 feet in diameter and 18 feet high. This stone is of the purest and highest healing vibrations. On top of the stone, you see a round gold and jade chalice. It has a flat base and the sides about 2 feet high. It is hosting the emerald green, unfed flame of healing that has been burning perpetually for millions of years to assist the earth inhabitants. Now feel this healing flame deeply in your soul, in your heart, and in your emotional body. Yes, you can also take your emotional body there. This awesome flame burns perpetually and maintains a major healing energy matrix for the planet. This flame has consciousness, my friend. It is fed eternally by the love of the Holy Spirit, the angelic kingdom, and our love. As you approach the jade stone, you are invited by the guardians of the healing flame to sit on a chair made of pure jade to contemplate what is in your life that most needs healing. What are the changes in your consciousness you are willing to make to bring about that healing? While in meditation, you are receiving telepathic guidance and assistance from your guides, and this guidance is imprinted in your heart and soul. Now you will pause for a moment and allow you to have the interactions with your guides and with your higher self for your healing. See and feel the jewels, the crystals, the healing energies of the temple, and breathe them in. Breathe in this healing energy as deeply as you can. You're going to take this energy back into your physical body. Keep breathing it in. You are on a most sacred healing vibration site of the planet. Take as long as you need. When you are done, get up from the chair, walk around the temple with your guide, look at the beauty and the healing energies. Feel free to communicate with him or her the burdens of your heart and ask for further assistance for your healing. Be open to whatever is going to be revealed to you. If you don't remember your journey consciously, do not be concerned, for most of you are getting the information at some other level. When you feel complete, come back to your consciousness in your body and take several breaths. Know that you can return there anytime you want. Each time you will be assisted in the same manner. The more often you return, the more the rapport you are creating for us. We now conclude this meditation by sending love, peace, healing. We are holding our hands out to you in assistance, love, and guidance. You are only as far away as a thought and a whisper or a request from your heart. So be it.